Relax, my viewers. I'm Super T Reader, and this is Super T Reader Tarot, my second channel. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. For all of you out there that don't know me, I do have another channel called Super T Reader with a blue background. That's right. And I do post regularly on that channel. And this channel I have created because I have more things that I'm going to be putting on it, okay? A little bit. They are the same, okay? A lot of the videos are the same, but a lot of what I'm going to be putting up is going to feel different to some of you than the other channel, okay, my viewers? Let's pan up a little bit. Basically, what you're going to be seeing here is more channel messages, okay? And I have a message for you today. This message, of course, is directly from Spirit. My intuition is hitting me hard with this, so I'm bringing it to you, okay, guys? So relax, okay? Let's get some information. The message that I'm getting today, my viewers, is ask God to send them back. Many of you still have love in your heart for someone. Maybe it's someone from the past. Could be an old lover, of course. And it could be an ex-husband, boyfriend, ex-girlfriend, ex-boyfriend, ex-husband, ex-wife, or an ex-lover. Spirit says, I'll send them back to you, because some of you are asking, can you have this person back? Many of you are looking at pick a card readings online all through 2019. And of course, before that, many of you have been looking at pick a card readings, trying to discover whether this person is going to come back. Do they still love me? Are they going to come back to me? Are they with someone else? You know, just all kinds of things, okay? Many of you have had some questions. Some of the energy of course, 2019 still plagues you. Your heart still beats for someone from yesterday. A lot of people have not gotten over a lot of the things that have happened in 2019, because let's be honest, my viewers, 2019 was a very rough year for a lot of us, wasn't it? It was a very rough year. That one wants to come out. Those two. We're pulling 3 cards. Are you guys ready? Because the love was big. As big as these cards. Let me show you how big they are. As you can see, they're pretty large. So my viewers, some of you are, like I said, your feelings are open. Your feelings are exposed. You want to work it out with someone from the past. You're willing to accept them back. Some of you are willing to take them back. Some of you are willing to tell them, listen, I'm sorry. I just would like a chance again. Don't you still love me? Some of you are going to apologize. You're not even the one that was wrong, but you're going to apologize to them. For what? Because some of you are going to apologize to pacify them, because your heart still loves them and you want them. But Spirit says, I've already sent you messages about this person. And don't worry, viewers, my battery's low, so I'm going to charge it up a little bit. Okay, guys, so if you saw the camera get dark, don't worry. It just does that when the battery's low. I'll brighten. There. Okay. All right. So, kind of looks a little darker, doesn't it? Some of you are still hoping, wishing, and praying that you'll hear from someone. I know you, some of your hearts out there say, I don't want them back. I couldn't care less. That's what your mouth says, but your feelings deep down inside still pine for this person. You still love them, you still think of them, you still pine for them, and you haven't gotten over them. Some of you, you literally moved on into 2020 hoping for new love. Did you guys hear me? Many of you moved on into 2020 hoping for new love, but secretly pining for old love. You haven't gotten over them enough. It still just sits in your soul. And you can't help it. And it's sad and it's hurtful, isn't it, my viewers? Spirit says, listen, I'll make a deal with you. I'll send them back in 2020. Yes, I heard that. Many people watch my channel. They know how I am. Spirit says, you want them back? I'll send them back. I'll send them back in 2020. Okay? Under one condition, that you let me expose everything about them. And Spirit says, I mean everything. Okay? We're going to air it all out. Spirit says, I'll send them back. That's the condition. Take it or leave it. Spirit says that's the condition for now, for 2020, because many of you have got to get deep down and dirty with this information. Spirit says I got to get deep down and dirty with you because you won't move on if I don't. Are you guys hearing that? Spirit says I got to get deep down and dirty with you. Deep down and dirty with you. Because if I don't, you will not get past this person. You will still hold out hope. You'll still love them. You'll still pine for them. You'll still be in love with them. And you won't get over it. And you will not allow your heart to open up for love for 2020 all the way. You'll let somebody come into your life for 2020. You'll play with them. You'll get involved with them. You'll sleep with them. You'll have fun with them. You'll be with them, but in the back of your mind and in your subconscious, there that person lies. So Spirit says, I've got to dislodge this person out of your spirit, out of your mind, out of your subconscious, out of your heart. Because if you don't get them out, you're not going to move on. So Spirit says, I'll tell you what, listen, here's the deal. I'll make a deal with you. For many of my wonderful viewers out there that are watching, here is the deal. I'll send them back this year. Many of you like, oh, not all of you, but many of you are. Spirit says under one condition, you let me expose everything about that person. Where they're at right now, who they're with. I don't care what their background is or their situation is. Spirit said, I will expose all of it. And many of you are not ready to hear everything. Many of you are not. I'm telling you now, I can feel it deep down in my solar plexus chakra. You're not ready to hear it. You say, what do you mean? Let's go further. Spirit says, I've already sent messages to friends, family, brothers, sisters. I've already sent messages to you not to deal with them, to let them go. They weren't the best thing for you. They didn't treat you right. They had their chances. So I had to allow them to leave your life, okay? Because they weren't right for you. But some of you still, your heart is so open to them, like the Lover's card said so much. Your heart still clings to them so much. Spirit says, I have got to send them back. For some of you, Spirit says, I got to send them back in 2020. How's it going to happen? You're going to get a phone call, a text message. You're going to see them in person, or a friend or family member is going to call you and say, guess what? Guess who I heard about? Guess who I saw the other day? Guess who I saw walking down the street? I saw him getting on a bus, or I saw him getting in a car, or I saw him with such and such. Or many of you are going to hear from a friend or family member that knows the person that you're interested in, and they're going to start talking about them without you even asking. They're just going to bring them up and start having a conversation about them. Some of you are friends or best friends with your ex. Well, some of you are best friends with your ex's like sister or brother. Did you guys hear that? You are best friends with your ex's sister or brother. And what's going to happen is you're going to call their brother or you're going to call their sister, and you're going to get into a conversation, and that person is going to volunteer the information and tell you everything that's going on. And many of you aren't going to be prepared to hear it. Ten of Pentacles. Seven of Cups, disillusionment, fantasy, dreaming. Oh, I could have them back. You forgot about all this stuff that they didn't do right. The Seven of Cups says you went in la la land. You started fantasizing and thinking about how awesome they were. You started dreaming of them. You went in kind of an illusion. You let your mind kind of get confused and go into this illusionary state, a state of illusion. illusionary. I don't know if that's a word, but I like it. Anyway, you went into this state where you began to dream and you began to think about them. And the Seven of Cups says you'll forget, okay, about reality. Are you guys hearing that? Oh, many of you are going to find out this person is married. Many are going to find out that they have somebody else for a long time, that they've been with somebody. Ten of Pentacles is not yesterday. That's a long time. So if you have not heard from this person in 6 months to 1 year to 2 years to 5 years or even longer, and you have no idea where they've been, many of you, please listen. You're going to find out they went back to their wife. You want to find out when they went back to their husband or somebody else from their past. At the Ten of Pentacles, moved in with them. They got a family and a house, maybe a new baby. They've got cars and houses. They settled. They're comfortable. Okay, they have finances with them. And the Tower says, Spirit said, I told you I'm going to have to shake up your world because you didn't want to listen to me. I've got to shake you up and say, listen, I already told you about this person, Spirit says. Okay? Some of you still hold out hope. You still left them as an option because you wanted something new. You wanted something new, and you allow Spirit to start bringing you something new, but all along in the back of your mind and your subconscious, you still hold out hope for other options. It's like I want something new, but at the same time, there's other options. I want something new, but at the same time, I'm still holding out hope for this old thing. So what's happening is, please listen, Spirit says, I'll beat you to the punch. You were going to let the new person be an option. Did everybody hear that? Spirit said, you thought you were a little bit slick. Not all of you. This message is for a select few. Spirit said, I was going to send you a whole new person. But that new person was actually going to be the option. They were going to be the thing for today. You still held out hope for that old thing. Seven of Cups says there was a lot of different options, and you held out hope. Okay? That new person was going to be the option. The old person was the true goal for a lot of you. So I'm going to have to shake up your foundation and let you see the real McCoy. Let's see the real person that you're dealing with. Spirit says, I'll tell you what, you really want them back? I'll send them back this year in 2020. If you watch my other channel, many of you already told you that 2020 was going to be a beast of the year. The first message that I get, I'll put it on my new channel because I said, you know what? These are going to be channel intuitive messages. There's going to be some mediumship too. So if you can't handle that, you might as well forget it. Don't even look at this channel because there's going to be mediumship. Just so for you that don't know, I do a lot of mediumship for a lot of my personal readings. Anyway, medium channeling, for my personal readings. Please listen. This is going to be for Super T Sage advice. This is going to be for intuitive messages. This is going to be, again, right? Channeled messages. And Spirit is saying, I need this message right now. You want them back? You miss them? You still long for them? You love them? Spirit says, listen, I'll send them back to you if you really want me to. But don't be surprised at the messages that you get. It may be a little shocking. It may be a little upsetting. It may be a reality check. The Tower is a fact check. It's a reality check. All up in your tail, because it says, I need you to see that this really wasn't the perfect option. For some of you, you will be a little bit shocked at what you find. Spirit said, but that's the deal. Is that okay? Do we have a deal? Spirit says, okay. That's the message you want me to bring from you. Beautiful he, she, whatever the Spirit is, right? It's a blend of the two if you ask me. But anyway, Spirit says, ask God to expose their heart. Ask God to send them back this year. Send them back, please. They're going to contact you, text you, call you, cross your path. Their friend or family member is going to call you and start talking about them. Or you're going to call them. They're just going to bring them up and start talking about them out the blue. You're going to be like, I wasn't even talking about him. They're just going to bring it. They're going to bring the message to you. They're going to tell you all about it. All of a sudden, a bunch of stuff is going to start rolling out of their mouth, and you're not even going to know where it's coming from, because Spirit says, I'm just sending the messages to you. That's all. The deal is, I'll send them back to you if you really want this person of interest back bad enough. I'll send them back to you if you let me expose their heart, expose them, expose everything, the truth of them, their background, what they were doing, who they were doing, their true heart and feelings for you. Do we have a deal? I'll see you again.